this video before, there's a link in the description where I do selection sort. But this time, I'm gonna take it using a recursive approach. So, in this video, I do something different where I do my coding separately and my speaking separate. Enjoy. In this part, I make an array. And that's the array, the sample test array that I'm going to use for my sorting. So this is the header that I'm going to make. This is the recursive function that I'm making, which is selection sort. So yeah, typing noises start and enjoy. So the base case is where the recursion stops. So the function will keep calling by itself recursively until the base case. So once the base case is run, the recursion stops. In this case, when the array is already sorted. So for each pass, I'll have to find the minimum value of the array. And once I found a min, after checking all the values, I'm gonna swap it with the current spot. so at this point, I am checking if each value is less than the value found at lowest index, so the index where you access at to find the min value, to get the min value. If that's the case, I'm gonna set the current index, which is I, to the lowest to the equal to and the lowest index. So like it's like if you find minimum, set that lowest index variable to the current index. Okay, so I made a temporary variable to store the old value at array.start. The start, to recap, remind you that start is the starting index where I start to find the minimum, so that I will replace that with that. So I get the value stored in the temp variable, and then I overwrite that index with the value of the lowest index, which is the minimum, and then you overwrite the one where it used to be the minimum value with the value of the old start. So right now, I'm going to test my code so that it runs one pass. Note that I have not applied the recursive algorithm yet, where I call this function itself. Okay, so as you can see, there's two arrays. There's the same array where one is before you call the function once and after. So as you can see, the minimum value is -5, and after you call that function one time, the -5 is now replaced with the 1 from the 1 here. You see, 1 -5 -5 1. So it has found the minimum, and I succeeded to do one pass. So the next goal is to apply the recursive algorithm, where I continue sorting the unsorted part of the array. So I have done an if statement here because I don't want to call this function again. Because what I'm gonna do is call the function itself, and I don't want this to call it again. So I'm gonna make it so if the start index is greater or equal to the length of the array, this assumes that this array has been sorted. So I stop the recursion there. So the start index is where the sorted part begins and the unsorted part begins, and to the left of that is sorted. Okay, so as you can see, the array starts unsorted. So you can see the numbers are jumbled up at the top. But as you can see, the next lines show the array after one pass has been sorted, the second line. Then the second line shows the array after pass, then the next one, then the next one, and then the next one. As you can see, the values on the left become more sorted. From the first one is just 1, but now, as you can see, it ends up being sorted the last time. And yeah, that's it for this sorting algorithm. And so I have succeeded in making this algorithm that sorts an array using selection sort, using recursion. I was going to do bubble sort, but I wanted to make this video a bit shorter. And so I'm going to end this video. The next video, it will be part 2, which will be bubble sort but with recursion and not